Hey there, this is Kent Tullis of Sportsman's Leads. I'm up here today to do a little experiment to see if the lead sled will change the point of impact versus shooting off your shoulder like you would do in a hunting situation. I'll be shooting two different guns, my AR-15 and 5.56 and 2.23, and my 300 Winchester Magnum to kind of bracket both ends of the recoil spectrum from very light to relatively heavy. I'll be shooting off a bipod. I'll switch that over to this gun. Then I'll be shooting off the lead sled with no weight. And then I'll be adding a bag of birdshot, which is about 25 pounds, to the lead sled. All these shots will be at 100 yards. Got a target set up down there. So here's my target. I'm going to be shooting the top line of these three from left to right, bipod and shoulder, unweighted lead sled, and a weighted lead sled. This will be with my AR-15. I'll do the same thing down here for my 300 Winchester Magnum. So here we go, bipod, shoulder. Okay, so here's my results of tripod. It's my 2.23, 3 shots all right on the bullseye, just a 1/4 inch low on average. Here's my 300, one low. These are my first two. So it looks like an average of 1.5 inches high, pretty much on for vertical, just a teeny bit right. So now we'll do the same thing with an unweighted lead sled for these two. Unweighted lead sled. Okay, as you can see, the 2.23 dropped 1.25 inches. I didn't do anything to the scope adjustments, held right there. The 300, the average is just about the same, maybe just a 1/4 inch lower than the average of these. Still pretty much on line vertically. But that's 3 shots, almost touching each other. But it dropped, it had an impact. So now we'll do the weighted lead sled and see what happens. Weighted lead sled. So here's the results of weighted lead sled. And as you can see on my AR-15, it's drifting down. So now I'm 2 inches low at 100 yards. It seems like my 300 is a little less finicky with the heavy recoil. Not as much impact, if any, on the 300. But on an AR-15, definitely an impact. I mean, that's going to be shooting. If you sight it in on a heavy lead sled here, you know, your shots are going to be pretty high, and it'll just get worse the farther out you go. So just be aware. Always verify that what you're shooting off the lead sled is going to be the same thing as you're shooting off your shoulder.